Morning class, we're going to go over 5.5 inequalities in triangles. There's quite a bit to it, so go relatively quickly through it. So we'll start out with the first thing. So if two sides of a triangle are not congruent, then the larger angle lies opposite the longer side. So if we don't have any congruent sides, if no sides are equal, then the longest angle will be opposite the longest side. So if you look at this angle right here, this is my longest side of the triangle. So angle Y would be my largest angle. 12 is the next longest side. So angle X would be this next largest angle. So our shortest angle would be angle Z because the opposite side, 11, is the shortest side. So we looked at this right here and we said which corners have the larger angle. So if I looked at what would be my largest angle and then what would be the next angle after that. Well, I go to my longest side is 27. So what angle is opposite? That would be angle B. So angle B would be my largest angle, followed by, if I look at this side right here, the opposite angle would be angle A. So B and A have the longest angles because they're opposite the longest sides. If two sides of a triangle are not congruent, then the longer side is opposite the larger angle. So this would be the converse. So my longest side is opposite my largest angle. So I go to my largest angle, 98. So XZ would be my longest side, followed by YZ, and then my shortest side would be YX because it's opposite 34. So let's go look at it. Which side is the shortest? Well, first of all, let's find out what angle T is. So again, in a triangle, you add them up, they should equal 180 degrees. Add the two angles together, gives you 114. Subtract it. So we know this angle right here is 66 degrees. So we want to know which side is the shortest. So we go to our smallest angle. We have angle 52, 66 is here, and now that's 62. So the side that's opposite that would be TV. So TV is the shortest side because it's opposite the smallest angle. Come down here, same thing. Go ahead and solve for angle Y. These 40 plus 60 plus Y should equal 180. So angle Y equals 80 degrees. My shortest angle, or smallest angle, is angle X. So my shortest side is YZ. The next, if I added my two sides together, my two sides should equal the next side. So on a triangle, if it's a triangle, so the only way it works is if my two shorter sides, if two sides is greater than, it doesn't matter what order. So X plus C should be greater than B, B plus C should be greater than A plus B should be greater than C. That's how any triangle should work. Two sides should be greater than the other side. So if I look, can this work out? So you go ahead and check. 3 plus 7, is that greater than 8? Yep. Next one, 3 plus 8, is that greater than 7? Yes. 8 plus 7 is greater than 3? Yes. So this can work for sides of a triangle because our rule works. The two sides are greater than the other side. Check down here. 3 plus 6, is that greater than 10? Nope. Since that doesn't work, it has to be greater than. If it's equal, it doesn't work as well. So since that doesn't work, these sides, 3, 6, 10, won't work for a triangle. Let's do two more of these. 2 plus 7. So I go. Does this work? Nope. 2 plus 7 isn't greater than 9. It's equal to 9, but it needs to be greater than, so it wouldn't work. These ones, 4 plus 6, all of this, yes, this would work because 4 plus 6 is greater than 9, 4 plus 9 is greater than 6, and 9 plus 6 is greater than 4. So, essentially, how do we find out, then, what our third side of a triangle could be? Well, if we had two sides of 8 and 10, if I want to describe the possible lengths of the third side, what we do is add them together, add these two together, 8 plus 10, and then subtract them. And that will give us a range for what we're going to do. Here's an example of what I do. 8 plus 10 is 18, 10 minus 8 is 2. So the lengths of my triangle could be anywhere between 2 and 18. Greater than 2, has to be greater than 2, and less than 18. Or you could say in words, it could be any number between 2 and 18, not including those. So let's go take a look at this. If I had side lengths of 3 and 12, what could be the third side? Well, I add them together. 3 plus 12 is 15. Subtract them. 12 minus 3 is 9. So my lengths could be anywhere between 9 and 15. Again, not including 9 and not including 15. That's why we do not write equals to. And you could plug in 10 and see if that works. So our last one is our remote, this remote, the angle is greater than 3 or greater than 2. So when we talk about it, the measure of an exterior angle is greater than either one of the remote interior angles. So let's go ahead and see how this plays out. So last example. How do I know that angle 1 is greater than angle 4? Well, we're going to use previous property. So first of all, what do we know about angle 4 and 3? Those are vertical angles. So we know that 3 and 4 are equal. Next, we know that angle 1 is greater than angle 3 because any exterior angle is greater than its remote interior angle. So 1 is greater than 3 or 2. So we'd say, since we know angle 1 is greater than angle 3 because it's an exterior angle is greater than its remote interior angle. All right? So therefore, since they're equal, we know that angle 1 is greater than angle 4. So that's our property for today. Looking at triangles, one that we'll use continually is what we went over at the beginning. The smallest angle will be, the smallest side will be opposite or the shortest side will be opposite the smallest angle, or you could say vice versa. The longest side will be opposite the largest angle.